Well, this is some legislation I would love to see passed. We need to pass this into law. House committee advances legislation allowing concealed guns in all 50 states. So if you have a concealed permit, like somebody I know in Florida, hello, got this gem on my desk. Oh, with the pocket shot holster. Turn that laser on. What, son? What? So someone like me can go through all 50 states, traveling through whatever the case may be. And if I've got a concealed permit out of Florida, it's good in Alabama, Texas, everywhere. Stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Now, you know it ain't usually a problem with Texas, but some of these other states, especially some of these liberal states. Again, we need this. So all these shootings, everything that's happened, they're trying to go after the guns. This is the kind of legislation we need to see move forward. Zero hedge. Though it was mostly overlooked amid the Senate's crucial procedural vote on tax reform, the House Judiciary Committee late yesterday, which would have been Wednesday, voted 19-11 in favor of a highly controversial bill dubbed the Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act of 2017, which would amend the federal criminal code to allow the concealed transport of handguns across state lines so long as both states allow it. See, because some states allow, well, let's see. I remember looking up this years ago. You may have a concealed permit in Florida, and another state, South Carolina or something, has a concealed permit allowance there. However, they don't accept that if you're from Florida, you're good there. Like, you're going to have to get one in their state. So imagine just driving through, technically, and you've got a gun on your hip in your car or motorhome or RV. Oh, let me take the gun off my hip to be in compliance and put it in the back somewhere. You know, they're saying if you allow concealed permits to begin with in your state, and another person that has a permit in another state comes through yours, what's the issue? Let them go. Now, this is a good start. It is. But in all honesty, Second Amendment, right to bear arms, concealed carry, whatever, all 50 states should be forced to comply with that, period. Okay? This bill amends the federal criminal code to allow a qualified individual to carry a concealed handgun into or possess a concealed handgun in another state that allows individuals to carry concealed firearms. A qualified individual must, 1, be eligible to possess, transport, or receive a firearm under federal law. 2, carry a valid photo identification document, such as a concealed carry permit. And 3, carry a valid... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, back up. They want a driver's license. And 3, carry a valid concealed carry permit issued by or be eligible to conceal a concealed firearm in his or her state of residence. Additionally, the bill specifies that a qualified individual who lawfully carries a or possesses a concealed handgun in another state, 1, is not subject to the federal prohibition of possessing a firearm in a school zone, and 2, may carry or possess the concealed handgun in federally owned lands that are open to the public. Now, see, that's another great one. May carry or possess the concealed handgun in federally owned lands that are open to the public. Oh, state park, you can't have a gun here. County park, can't have a gun here. No guns allowed, no firearms. State of Florida said no. Counties, municipalities, get that sign off your property. You are not in compliance with the state law. You will be fined if you keep it there. Why? Because you're inviting people who are criminals to come in and raid the park and steal from people at gunpoint. Because they're criminals. They're going to break the law anyways. But you who wants to carry a concealed firearm into a park, you're not allowed. Of course, that changed a while ago in Florida, but I'm glad the state stepped in and told these counties and cities, get those damn signs off of the parks immediately. As Bloomberg points out, the National Rifle Association has called the concealed carry bill, which would make it easier for gun owners to keep their firearms hidden when crossing state line, its, quote, highest legislative priority in Congress. Despite concerns raised by, guess who? Guess who? Starts with a D. Guess. Go ahead. Raised by Democrats about states' rights and domestic violence. The Republican-controlled Congress had pushed the proposal one step closer to becoming law. Of course, Donald Trump openly courted NRA members during the 2016 election cycle and vowed in a speech to the NRA earlier this year, quote, "You came through for me, and I'm going to come through for you," end quote. Here is a portion of Trump's speech transcript, courtesy of Newsweek. "But you came through for me, and I'm going to come through for you. I was proud to receive the NRA's earliest endorsement in history of the organization, and today I am also proud to be the first sitting president to address the NRA Leadership Forum since our wonderful Ronald Reagan in 1983, and I want to thank each and every one of you, not only for your help electing true friends of the Second Amendment, but for everything you do to defend our flag and our freedom. With your activism, you help to safeguard the freedoms of our soldiers who have bled and died for us on the battlefronts, and I know we have many veterans in the audience today, and we want to give them a big, big, beautiful round of applause. But we have news that you've been waiting for a long time. The 8-year assault on your Second Amendment freedoms has come to a crashing end. You have a true friend and champion in the White House. No longer will federal agencies be coming after law-abiding gun owners. No longer will the government be trying to undermine your rights and your freedoms as Americans. Instead, we will work with you by your side. We will work with the NRA to promote responsible gun ownership, to protect our wonderful hunters and their access to the very beautiful outdoors. You met my son. I can tell you, both sons, they love the outdoors. Frankly, I think they love the outdoors more than they love me. By a long shot. Fifth Avenue. But that's okay. And we want to ensure you of the sacred right to self-defense for all of our citizens. Not surprisingly, the bill has drawn harsh criticism from the left, which argues that it effectively neuters the laws of individual states and turns the most lax state laws into federal laws. The bill has found its fair share of detractors as well, including, guess who? New York Police Department Commissioner James O'Neill. I don't think there is any reason for anybody to bring a gun into New York City. Really? You ever heard of the crime and things that happen in New York City? Concrete jungles where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Getting raided in New York. Yeah. Thank you. Where was I? O'Neill said in an interview earlier this year, "We don't need any more guns. We don't need more liberal Democrats. Hey, Democrats, leave our guns alone. 'Cause all you are is just another communist in the Congress." Historically, many firearms used in killings in more highly regulated northeastern states originate in southern and western states with fewer or no gun restrictions. Moms Demand Action, a gun control group that attended Wednesday's hearing, has also attacked the bill, arguing it is a chaotic and dangerous policy that would gut every state's gun laws and make our communities less safe. The group argues that the bill would effectively turn the weakest states' laws into nationwide laws because concealed carry laws vary from state to state. For example, convicted stalkers are banned from concealed carry in some states, but not all, and the age for concealed carry also varies. In the event the bill passes, a Georgia permit, a state that allows abusive partners to carry hidden firearms, would become effective in New York, a state that currently doesn't recognize any other state's concealed carry permits. See, so that's the part that I like too. Responding to Republicans during the hearing, Representative Gerald Nadler, a Democrat, of course, from New York, said he strongly opposed the bill and argued it would override states' rights, a traditional policy priority for Republicans. Public safety would suffer if we were to unwisely adopt this legislation, he said. Well, that's funny. Because how many times have we heard about someone who was concealed carrying saving the lives? Just like the other day, that guy went and shot the church. Guy chased him down. Had a firearm on him. Well, if that was New York, hey, call the police. You know, when seconds matter, the police are just minutes away. But the Republican take is slightly different. This would end abuses in anti-gun states, like New York and New Jersey, and allow law-abiding concealed carriers to exercise their rights nationwide with peace of mind. The NRA website states, the bill would not, as some critics say, affect how states issue their own concealed carry permits. U.S. Representative Richard Hudson, the North Carolina Republican who introduced the legislation, called the bill welcome progress in efforts to expand and protect access to firearm. So what say you? Is this a hypocritical trampling of states' rights, a traditional priority of Republicans, or a necessary fight against liberal strongholds intent upon circumventing this Second Amendment? I think we know the answer. Let's hope this baby gets passed into law. Awesome. Take care.